Being somebody that is neurodiverse, it's very easy because I know how they're thinking. I know exactly what's kind of running through their head or not running through their head or kind of losing focus entirely. I've been there, I've been in the class, I've felt that experience. I've had teachers breathing down my neck to like lock in, stay focused, stay with it. So I know that all too well, and I remind them that I very much was in the same situation as they all are, whether it's like I'm a little bit distracted, I'm losing my focus, I'm pulling back a little bit, I'm forgetting my corrections because I'm thinking about this thing or that thing in the middle of the variation. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight kind of deal. They're just completely off course of what we're trying to focus in on. Knowing that, having that personal experience and knowing how their brains are probably ticking allows me, I feel like, an easier time to kind of, know how to course them back into the right direction or how to get them back on focus. The other tricky part about it is in ballet is so incredibly disciplined. And I understand, being that person, being a neurodiverse person, that it's not out of disrespect. It is just purely, sometimes when we get off course, we lose our focus. It's not out of disrespect to our teacher. It's just we're suddenly we're going left when we should be going right, and we can't help it. I have a lot of patience for it, but the tricky thing is in ballet, because it requires so much discipline, there's a lot of teachers out there that do not have discipline for it, do not understand it, won't tolerate it in their class, will see it as a bad thing. I find a way to, communicate that to students so it's where it's like, listen, I'm patient about it, I'm understanding, but I need you to understand that you will run into a teacher. You will run into an artistic director, somebody within your staff that's a higher above in a role, a position of power, that's not going to understand it, not going to respect it. So it's important that we integrate it right now as much as we can. We start practicing good habits, and here are these habits listed out of what we can start thinking about when we find ourselves kind of losing it. How can we gear ourselves back in? And I've seen a lot of students that have gone off course and have lost focus. That's the hardest thing, I think, but we have a lot of patience here, but it's also finding this balance of we still have to, this is an incredibly disciplined art form.